Well, last season, millions of people tuned into the hit show The Voice and saw an episode that was unlike any other. Earlier that day, tornadoes had devastated the state of Oklahoma. So with a heavy heart, contestant Holly Tucker stepped to the stage and sang an emotional rendition of an old classic hymn. For Holly Tucker, it was a risk, but one she was willing to take. Please welcome to the 700 Club, Holly Tucker.
I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe display. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation and lead me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow with humble adoration and then proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. Oh, how great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art, how great
Awesome, wonderful. Holly, come on over. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
Wow, what a voice.
Thank you.
What a voice from The Voice.
Thank you so much.
How did you get started singing?
Oh man, I grew up with it. It was always in the house, and my parents were singers.
Oh, they
and
were?
They were. They had a band of their own, and so they kind of raised me up to sing.
So
And
was this a dream of yours all your life?
to sing.
To be able to
yeah.
sing professionally?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been something that I've really grown into, and I've grown a passion for. Like, I feel it with every part of my soul, and I just love it.
You
Thank
can
you.
hear it.
Thank you.
Voices kind of are like that, aren't they? We do grow into them if you're a singer. But when you first auditioned for The Voice, this wasn't your first audition. They kind of said, well, we're interested in you, but they said they wanted to see, what was the term that they used, how you would develop or
Yes.
grow. What did you think about that?
Well, I mean, they saw potential in me, and I think it was just because I wasn't my voice was there and my passion was there, but I just think it wasn't the right timing, and I think they could see that, and so they wanted to give me a little bit more time to mature into the person I was going to be.
So how long from the time you first auditioned until you actually got onto the show?
Well, I auditioned for season 1 originally, and then I auditioned for season 4.
Wow, okay. So now, going out, this all required leaving your comfort zone, going out to California. What was that like for you?
Oh man, it was so...
Were you nervous?
I was really nervous. I mean, I was gonna be out there for the first time on my own without my parents, and it was really scary, but at the same time it was exciting because I was getting to be my own person and figure out that part of myself that I had never really explored before.
Well, and you have grown up with values. I knew you were a believer as I watched the program. It's hard to move into a venue like California when you've not ever done anything like that before and still hold your own. Were you challenged?
It was a little challenging at times just because it was such a different environment from what I'm used to. You know, I'm used to Southern hospitality and, you know, just the charm of that kind of lifestyle. And it was good in California. It was just different, you know, and something I had to adjust to.
Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about the process, because we watched the program and it's so intense. I mean, from week to week as it goes on. You had a coach. Your coach was Blake Shelton, right? And we see you come in each week with a new song. Does he pick that song for you?
Well, it's kind of a little bit of both of our decisions. Like, I would talk to him about it and tell him what songs I was interested in doing, and then he would kind of collaborate with me and give me ideas, and then we would choose one together.
At any point along the way, did you ever say, I don't know if I should be doing this one or not? I mean, sometimes you pick a song and then as you're moving along, it's not becoming what you hope it will be.
I think in the beginning, Blake gave me a little bit more free reign with my songs to choose what I wanted so that he could figure out what kind of artist I was. So by the time where he was choosing the songs and it wasn't really any of my input, he was choosing songs for me that I would have done anyway, because he was getting to know me and who I was, and that's the mark of a great coach.
Well, talk a little bit about the song that we just heard, because that was a very devastating time. What happened in Oklahoma came unexpectedly. So many people suffered loss in life and in homes, things like that, and you came up and did a song that isn't the kind of song we traditionally would hear on The Voice. How did that come to be, and were you concerned?
It was a little bit scary for me to do that kind of a song. Blake was the one that originally brought me the idea, and I figured if it was Blake's choice, it had to be God ordained, because I would choose that song, because I love that kind of message. But like you said, it is a secular show, and so it's difficult to do stuff like that, but I jumped on it and I really wanted to do it, and so I just worked on it, and it's interesting how it happened.
What did you feel from the audience? Because people really were ready to hear the message that God is great in the midst of loss.
They were so receptive. I mean, I think that everybody was just so stunned at that point.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a prayer opening up the show.
It was a prayer.
And that's what I wanted to treat it as, was worship.
What do you want to do now?
Well, obviously, I mean, I want to continue music. I want to be a country artist. Country music is where my heart and soul is. But I want to be one of those positive artists out there that's always got something good to say, or something, you know, just that spreads a good message.
Yes.
You know, I don't think that you have to be necessarily like trashy or something to be in this industry.
You don't.
Think
There
so.
are lots of people who are doing well who are not. But we do wish you the best. God's given you a great voice, and we thank you for glorifying Him with it.
Thank you so much.
It was beautifully, beautifully done. If you'd like to know more, see more about Holly Tucker, you can download songs from iTunes, or you can log on to cbn.com. Great to have her with us on the program today. Pat, over to you.
Sweet girl. So glad she's here with us, Holly Tucker.